So I think I owe you a market update. So that's what this video is about. Stay tuned. Needless to say, the market has shifted, and you may have read about this in the news, but probably not because it's not making headlines so much. But there has been a change, and that change has been reflected in more listings, properties staying on the market longer, and a little bit less buyers. So let's kind of unwind each of those points. Inventory has increased. In fact, since this time last year, the inventory for the single-family home market has gone up 90%, and the condo market has gone up about 79%. So that's all price ranges in Sarasota and Manatee counties. So if we break it down per price range, of course, that is a little bit of a different percentage, but we are seeing more listings come on the market. And we're also seeing less buyers actually make purchases. So the buyer pool has gone down a little bit, and that's driven by the geopolitical climate, the fact that the stock market has been shifting, needless to say, and also buyer preferences have changed. They've kind of reached a tipping point of values where they're expecting more for the money that they're paying for a home. So all of these factors are going to impact the comfort level of a buyer and the risk that they want to take on in this shifting market. At the same time, we are getting more properties coming on the market, so new listings have increased, and they're also staying on the market slightly longer. We are seeing more price decreases. So those properties that were listed way too high and they're trying to keep up with the market shift are starting to adjust their pricing accordingly. So I think the advice for you, if you're a seller, is to be realistic. We can base our pricing off of past comps, but we have to take into consideration that those comps were in a market that was frenzied. And we're not in as much of a frenzied market. There is still a lack of inventory. There are still more buyers than there are homes, but it is at a different rate as it was months prior. If you're a buyer, that could be good news for you, but you are having to fight these other dynamics that might inhibit or lessen the attraction of buying a second home or a third home or just a primary residence here in Florida. So there are a lot of things to consider. We're here to help advise you, wherever you are in this process, whether you are convinced you want to move to Sarasota or if you are kind of on the fence and deciding if this is really the move that you want to make. We can help you in that process. And if you're a seller, we're going to give you really realistic expectations. We don't know where this market's going to go, and we don't know how these other factors are going to impact our housing market as things move forward. But what we do know is we have to be realistic about pricing. We have to continue to present the properties to a really high standard, including photography, staging, but pricing is going to be the most important. So setting proper expectations in the beginning is what our primary goal is. So if you have questions or want to have a detailed discussion about your situation, be sure to reach out to us. We're here to answer any questions. Thank you for tuning into this video.